How do? Another video. What can we say? Well, it's a beautiful here. Just have a look at it. One for a later video. We're at Paddington Basin here, and it's at the back of the St Mary's Hospital and at the side of Paddington Station. There's some electric boats there, as you can see. But this week's video, continuing down the Grand Union, we are picking up where I've left off Leicester navigation turn at the junction, just at the top of the Buckby flight. Last week you will remember that I came out of Braunston and stopped at the Leicester navigation because we'd just gone past the junction. So we'll continue on down the Buckby flight, try and get to that appointment for 10 o'clock with Gary, the gentleman that Tash had made the appointment with. So I'll let you watch the video, but push the button, ring the bell. It's free to you, me and everybody here on the Grand Union in Paddington Basin, and enjoy the video. Any likes, dislikes, any comments, please feel free to say. I won't be offended. I'd rather you turn around and tell me, but we'll catch you on the other side. See you in a minute. So, I think that's the A5. We're at the New Inn, and we're on the top of, I think, the Buckby flight, as they call it. Braunston set number 7. Just help a guy, or two guys, bringing a boat up the lock. Time that just right. And they're on the way up to Shire Oaks, apparently. So, where we've been on the Chesterfield. Beautiful stretch of the countryside, that. So, all being well, whatever the locks are doing now should be in my favour, but we're going down again. New waters, new experiences, new adventure. We'll catch you in a little while. So we've got through the first lock, Buckby top lock apparently, and well, we've got plenty to do. We've got another 6 to go, and it's 3 o'clock. It's going to be pushing it a bit for getting to Gayton today, but let's see how we get on. We've just got past the 5 mile marker from Braunston, and we're at another lock, the third one of the Buckby flight, and well, feels like forever. Long way to go. We've still got about 11 miles. 9 done. The third one of Buckby, just underneath the main railway line, the west coast I think it is. It takes it up to Birmingham, or will be the west coast. It takes it up to Birmingham and then on to the north, and then just to that side of me we have the M1 as well. So we're just outside Northampton. It's now 4 o'clock. No chance of being able to get down to Gayton, but early start, we get there before our gentleman friend goes out for the appointment that I've got before he goes out at 10. Seen this one a few times as we've gone along the towpath, along the canals over the last year or so. And there's lock number 10. The M1, you can hear. Hopefully we'll be able to see it. We might be able to see the odd truck going through as we go past these trees. It's only, well, probably 200 yards, 200 metres, if that, from us. We're at a lock. There's a plaque in the top of the thing saying 1881, but do you want to see what an old tollkeeper's house was like, or hut, should I say? Not very big. There's a window there with a fire, very small. Would have been just big enough to turn around and have a couple of chairs, a desk, some paperwork in, and a fire to keep them warm with the stove on the top, and that would have been about it. Any repair stuff they would have done, tools to keep the watercourse empty, the pound, and then sluice gates as well, just for any overfill. But just keeps you in touch with what it was like. Can't promise anything that'll be good all the time, but it just gives us a different insight to what some of it was. See all on the canals. What you can't see very clearly are the two emus, ostriches, emus I think they are. Yeah. Llamas the other day, emus today. Yeah, what can we say? Working our way through. This is lock number 12. The rain's heading back. I've got one more lock after this one. Let's crack it on. Let's get on with it. So by bridge 15 is lock number 12. And we are, some people call them Buckby locks, some people call them Wilton locks, because just down here is Wilton Marina, but also the building that's just there that's got carpets written on it, Wilton Locks Carpet Co Company, is the old Grand Union Works site. So we're slowly turning around and getting down. We've got this one more. I'm sure we'll pass the sales shop of Wilton, where unfortunately a very dirty and sorry boat came from its sister place, Venetian. But we will turn around and get there. So here we are, after a long day, we have the very last lock. 13 locks. Hello Swan. Aren't you very, very nice? 13 locks. We've just got a little one left to do and then we've finished. Mod cons round here at this marina, don't they? That's really impressive and beautiful. So, while we're emptying the lock, we are at Buckby Lock Flight. We've done, yeah, I believe there's no more locks. Houses are beautiful around here too. We're like under alleyway and entries underneath the houses, and that's Wilton Marina, and well, that's 13 locks. I'm tired today. They've been very, very heavy and very, very slow loading and emptying. It takes forever, but here we go. I've just seen a guy just go out down the towpath for a run, and he's been slipping and sliding just on that patch there, but he is taking the dog out. So let's see how we get on with the rest of the day. Try and beat as much of the daylight that I've got left as possible, but it's gone 5, so I haven't got much time to do, so I don't think I'll be getting to Gayton today, but let's see. This could be quite controversial, but are the cans named after this place, or are they just a brand? I've been told off for calling them Buckby cans. The water cans, I've been told. Buckby was just a brand. I'll leave it up to you. Everybody will call them either Buckby cans, water cans, or whichever they want. I'm not going to say that it's right or wrong, but I have turned around and raised the question. As we go past Wilton Marina, we've got no more locks, but we've got about 11.5 mile. Definitely not going to catch the light today and get to Gayton, but it's winning. We're on the homeward slope. Maybe an early start tomorrow morning just to get us by. Very appropriate. Little by little. Although that's number 4. Yeah, i.e. it's been caught. There's been 3 other boats called Little by Little. We're going to upset this fisherman, make him stop for a minute just while I go past, and we'll trug on. I don't suppose you realise that you're zooming straight past the side of the canal when you're going up the M1, because you're too busy fixed on the road. But if you're a passenger, you're right at the side of me. Well, it's not quite dark, but it's dark enough. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that, but there's a crane and a boat. Getting to the end of the day, don't think we'll be able to do much more, so I'm going to shoot off and say see you tomorrow. See you later. Morning, it's Wednesday. Welcome aboard. Wasn't expecting to see you so early. You rised and shined early. So what I'll say is, here's your brew. Help yourself. So, what have we got today? Well, we're up early because we've got to see a man about a plank, and no apprentice jokes there. The long stand, the invisible paintbrush, yeah, the glass hammer, blah blah blah, the sky hooks. But he goes out at 10 and we didn't finish as we wanted to last night, so we've got a bit of a cruise this morning. It's a little bit early. I wouldn't normally get up and start cruising as early as I am because I don't like it, so why should anybody else like it? But I've got to go and catch this man, so yeah, and then I can do my day's cruise that I was planning on doing. We're at Weedon. Weedon. Apparently, it used to be significant for the Royal Ordnance Depot. Now there you go. Don't know whereabouts it is. Hopefully we might see some of it or part of it, or we might have even passed some of it last night without even knowing, because it got a little bit dark. But we're at Weedon. The train's just behind them houses, and the A5 and the M1's just behind you. So, best crack on, hadn't we? But we're trying to meet this man at Gayton Junction. Now, the importance of Gayton Junction to all you Northampton people is it's 5 miles from Northampton and it's got 17 locks. But I'll tell you more about that when we see. Well, there isn't that much more to tell you really, but we'll try. Anyway, I'm going to go and cast off. We're going to go nice and slowly, cruise past boats that are there so that we try not to disturb them apart from the engine turning over. Let's go and see what we see on the day. If you're lucky enough and you're hungry, you might find a scone in the cupboard, so go help yourself. See you in a bit. So just as we're setting off, we've got a boat just in front of us, but I'm still trying to dry out from yesterday. The coat's still wet, the other hat's still wet, and the waterproofs, well, they're dirty, because yesterday was a really, really wet day. Doesn't feel much better today either. I can feel spats of rain. They have given 5 to 10% chance of rain, but the wind's got up a little bit, so that's going to make it cold on the old fingers. But as we poot around this corner, we'll see what we see. So we'll have to go there. Tasha being an element there. Slowly moving on. So there you go, the train track. It's lovely in open fields. But the one thing I have noticed is how many wide beams there are. We've got back into wide beam territory. Just come on bridge 26. There's a pub called the Narrowboat. Just by some moorings. You've got Stowe Hill Workshop, which has a crane out service, or crane in service, depending on whichever way you want to look at it. But they do diesel at 120. Just look at that. The countryside opens out. Yes, you get the M1 in the distance, but you can't argue with it really, can you? We've come past a couple of boatyards, but it's just beautiful. It really is. Understand why people have houses with the old barns with big windows just looking straight across. Because with a sight like that, why wouldn't you? Apart from watching all the rain come down, it's a beautiful sight. So even though it's peaceful and tranquil, it's the trains still go by. Seen a few boats this morning already that we've seen over the years. But we see new ones. Unfortunate bit with some of it, and doing all this nice, peaceful, tranquil cruising, is what you're just about to see. There's a lot of stuff there that's going to turn around and go. Huge pond down there on a farmer's land, and it looked purposeful, probably fishing, but who knows. It's about the only real thing that I've seen since I've been coming along here, apart from boats and mooring spots. But I can't actually say that it's just been open countryside, which has been beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Hayford Fields boatyard. Slowly going, we've been at it about an hour, just over. Been having races with ducks this morning, the speed I'm going. But we're getting there. We've got through Bridge 35, still plenty to go. Get a little razzle dazzle on down to the next boat. We're getting there. Gayton's on the way. Let's see how we get on. So 13 miles from Braunston. We've still got a bit to go. Be about 5. But we've got another wharf, so we'll end up slowing down again. Always get some bright coloured boats. Actually, it's not a boat, it's a butty. All the lambs, probably the closest we've been yet to them. So there you go, another bit of the Grand Union done. We're down to the Northampton Junction, Gayton. Soloing, it's been a bit of a work. It's been harder work than I thought, but it's been interesting doing it on your own. We got to meet Gary at 10 o'clock. I made it. Next week's video will be a continuation on from Gayton Junction probably. If not, we'll see what there is. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. Like I say, comments, likes, dislikes, anything, it all helps in building and making me a better person in presenting to you. I'll say, come and join us. You've got friends to share. Push the button, ring the bell. It's free to you and me, and your friends and family and everybody here at Paddington Basin. We'll see you next week. Take care. Be careful.